Hello, everyone. Welcome to Gossip with CD. So we remain in India, and guys, this video it is down to the wire because I will be picking my top 40. Yep, my top 40 because the placements in 2025 is from the total of the queens that are running for the Blue Crown, then reduced to the first phase of 40 girls. That is placements. And then from there, it will, you know, reduce as per how Miss World does its thing. So, guys, this list is subject to change because we still left with 13 days. So, what I have now can change as the days go by. And if there are changes, I'm definitely going to let you know that, hey, I've changed my mind on Miss So and so. Instead of this Miss So and so, we will replace her with Miss So and so because Miss So and so had showed some potential, or the one that I had on my list did a mistake here and there, and that of course minuses points. And the same points that I believe the judges will be minusing from her, I will also be minusing from her and then giving the points to the other girl. So do not say, oh, this list is biased. Oh, why didn't you put my country? My country does better than this country. Please relax. Relax, because this list is subject to change. But I think from where I am standing, this list is going to be consistent. And I'm talking about the queens. They are going to be consistent to stay reigning in this list. But again, it is subject to change. So, who are my top 40? So, we are going to place in no particular order. Please understand this is in no particular order. And if your queen was not mentioned, take a chill pill, maybe communicate with her on social media. And I don't think they're allowed to check their social medias. But just hope for the best that she changes few things, especially when it comes to standing out, because they still do come to the public and show off the outfit of the day, how they also interact with themselves, interact with people, with judges, and the television crew, and so many other stuff that they do. Some of them we get to see, some of them we don't get to see. And I'm going to judge them on the grounds of what I see. All right. So now let's start with first placement in the top 40. That is Miss Venezuela. Miss Venezuela, she's beautiful. She looks a bit mature, but I love her look, and I'm placing her as the top 40. The next top 40 is a very surprise to me because I think she is really going to make our Miss South Africa run for her money. This is Miss United States. Miss United States is standing out, y'all, and she means business. And then the third placement is Miss Ukraine. I think with Miss Ukraine, for me, I'm not quite sure if it is sympathy, or maybe I'm just so impressed with her that with everything that's going on in her country, she's still managed to take up this competition. But yeah, I'm placing her at at top 40, sorry. Miss Tunisia, I suspect she's Miss South Africa's roommate because I heard Miss South Africa talk about how they teaching each other's languages. So I'm not quite sure if they are roommates or they became friends on the campaign. So I'm definitely putting Miss Tunisia in the top 40. The next top 40 placement is Miss Thailand. Guys, this girl is strong. I think she's the second strongest contestant there. And then our next placement in our top 40 is Miss Namibia. You know, Namibia, what is the color of your problem? Do you want our crown? Because wow, Namibia is kicking butt. So she deserves to be in the top 40. And then number 7, we are going to have Miss Panama. Miss Panama, I think the reason why I'm putting her there is because their sash in Miss World is always strong. And then we are going to have at number 8, Miss New Zealand. Definitely, we need to have Oceania, whatever, to be placed because they are also giving out some serious contestants coming from down under. At number 9, we have Netherlands. Netherlands, for me, I feel like they really, really are consistent when it comes to Miss World. Even though the beauty pageant in Europe is actually dwindling. That is why they really needed to get a European winning Miss Universe in Miss Universe. Okay, maybe Miss World doesn't think that way. I don't know, but yeah. And number 10, we have Miss Jamaica, strikingly beautiful. At number 11, we have Miss Kenya, who's also, I think Miss Kenya, she's skating on thin ice, and I'm putting her in the top 40 because she's improving. That is one thing that I'm putting her. I think she was also late I could be wrong. I think she was late. I don't know what Kenya is doing because even Miss Universe was quite late. I think she came when it was 5 days before the competition. But again, Kenya, pull your socks up and put it together, all right? At number 12, we have Miss Lebanon. Miss Lebanon, very strong in speech, very strong in attitude, and you can tell also that their consistency is to come home with the blue crown in Miss World. And then at number 13, no surprise there, Miss Mexico. At number 14, Japan. Japan also in Miss World is always a strong contestant. Miss Greece, I would say it's one of those countries that are also as consistent as they can, but they're improving. And I'm so happy at number 16 to see Miss Haiti. Miss Haiti, with everything that is going on in that island, I think you deserve to be in the top 40. At number 17, we have the host country, India. I mean, of course, India should be in the top 40 because I think they have the host advantage. So to me, number 17, like I said, guys, the order is just, it's not something to cry about. It's disorderly. At number 18, we have Miss South Africa. Yes, of course, the strongest contestant in this list, together with Miss United States. And Miss Italy at number 19. Interestingly enough, if you had to ask me who would be in the top 3 CD, I'd say South Africa, India, and Italy. That's what I would say in my top 3. But like I said, this list is subject to change and things may also change during the competition. At number 20, we have England. England, I'm putting them there for safety reasons. At number 21, we have DR, Dominican Republic. I mean, for obvious reasons. This is a strong sash. Same goes with Miss Puerto Rico, strong sash. France at number 23 as well, strong sash. Then we have at 24, Miss Ghana. Now with Miss Ghana, I thought, let me be strategic with her because she's showing some serious competition herself against Miss Nigeria, against Miss Zimbabwe, as well as against Somalia. So I think I'm more comfortable with Miss Ghana in the top 40. And of course, number 25, she is no competition to Miss Ghana, but definitely a competition to Miss South Africa. Have you seen Miss Cote d'Ivoire? She scares me. And when I say scares me, I mean like her taking over Miss South Africa's placement in the top 10. She scares me there because this girl is gorgeous. She's got this shiny, beautiful dark skin. Like, you know, European model type of situation. She's beautiful, guys. At number 26, we have Miss Sri Lanka. I think Miss Sri Lanka, there's some kind of underrating there. I always thought they were a strong sash when it comes to Miss World. At number 27, Miss Botswana. Miss Botswana, I'm putting her there in case Miss Namibia doesn't do well. At least SADC will still be represented by Botswana, Namibia, and South Africa, because all three of them are quite strong contestants, I must say. At 28, we have Miss Argentina, strong sash, Brazil at 29, and another strong sash, which could be a huge competition, not to Miss South Africa or Miss India, but to Miss USA. Definitely, she is a threat to Miss USA. This is Miss Philippines. And then at 31, we have Miss Singapore. I put Miss Singapore there as well strategically because the Asia countries in Miss World, they're not all of them are strong. So Miss Singapore, from my observations, she's been impressing me a lot. At 32, we have Miss Chile, which also a very strong sash for both pageants, whether Miss World or Miss Universe. But we'll talk about Miss World here, not Miss Universe. China also always shows very strong competition, and I think Miss China gets very close to the crown most of the time. I mean, she goes as far as the top 5 in some cases. And number 34, we have Miss Croatia. Yeah, Miss Croatia is a competition to Chile, to Canada, as well as Singapore. Speaking of Canada, at number 35. And then number 36, we have Colombia. Colombia always produces the best of the best girls when it comes to Miss World. Gorgeous, beautiful girls, I must say. At 37, we have Romania. I put Romania there because they are showing potential and also consistency I like about them. At 38, we have Ecuador. Now, Ecuador, for me, I was thinking between Ecuador, Nicaragua, and Uruguay, who is more standing out? And Ecuador did for me. And then we go back to Europe at number 39 with Germany. Germany is one of those countries, I think that now they're becoming coming back to the beauty pageant type of situation. But I was confused between them and Denmark. And I just went toward Germany because Denmark is, as you know, what's happening there. And then the last one at number 40 is Australia, another down under country that is also showing great potential, who is a competition most definitely to Miss USA, to Miss China, as well as Miss Thailand, Australia. So those are my top 40 placements, and like I said, the list could change as we progress, because every video that I am going to make, whether I'm doing the top 15, top 20, top 5, my top 40 will also be mentioned, whether it's still the same or things have changed. Okay, so consider this list as a moving target, and anything can change at any time. Please let me know what are your top 40 placements. I will highly appreciate it, and let's keep engaging because this is fun, y'all. And that, please do not leave this video without liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. And I'm still taking those super thanks. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time with a new video. Goodbye.